Waiting for mortgage rates to drop could be a costly mistake. Once rates drop, new home buyers will enter the market and prices will soar even higher. At Churchill Mortgage, you can get a free analysis and learn how to avoid the trap of waiting for interest rates to drop. Buy now and refi later at churchillmortgage.com. This is a paid advertisement. NMLS ID 1591. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027.
Well, let's start with what you're doing these days. Your newest record, Sitting on Top of the Blues.
Well, that's the latest CD, but we have a raw than raw just came out, and it's really raw because it's acoustic kind of a thing. It's back I'm back where I started from, man. When I was a kid, playing with the diddly bow upside the wall, and with the one-string guitar. My cousin gave me a guitar when I was about 7, 8 years old, and he was about 15. He didn't want me to play it until the girls come around. What I would do, I would make sure he had the girls around, so I could get his guitar. Girls, come on over to the house. He's gonna play a little blues. When the girls get there, he'll forget about playing and let me have the guitar. That's what I wanted anyway.
So you came from Homer, Louisiana.
Yeah, I was a little place called Homer, Haynesville, Louisiana. I left there in 1947. I went to Pine Bluff, Arkansas with my father, who was a preacher and a pastor of a church. And that's when I met Little Richard, the Howlin' Wolf, the Muddy Water, John Lee Hooker, Smoker Hall, Ray Charles, and Bobby Blue Bland, B.B. King, Louis Jordan. He was an older guy, but I was a little baby. But he was a guy that I really, really took a lot of things from, because he talked about animals and things I could relate to, but being a country boy, He had one song one time that said, the buzzard and the monkey was a fairly good friend. It seemed like in his writing that the buzzard wasn't his friend to the monkey as the monkey was to him. So he took the monkey to a ride in the air. And when he started zigzagging in the air, trying to throw the monkey off, the monkey wrapped his tail around his neck, started choking him. And then the buzzard said, "Hey, monkey, you about to choke me." He said, "Straighten up and fly right. Stop all this zigzag." So that was Louis Jordan writing them songs like that. So my first big record was Chicken Head. So I just love a Louis Jordan song, and God. And many other guys, but Louis Jordan really turned me on.
You were with all the great
Hell yeah.
They wouldn't be around. Rolling Stones, these guys all came from the blues.
Yeah. And I think Howlin' Wolf was a guy. Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf, between the two of them, both of them was good. But Howlin' Wolf was different because he had this voice that howled, "Hey, Bobby Rush, what you gonna do today?" That one of those growling voice, What Muddy Water was kind of clean and to the point, and dressed well, but he had his thing, but I just love some Howlin' Wolf. But I love both of them, but Howlin' Wolf just was my man.
Who was your first memory of Little Richard? I mean, that's amazing. I once saw him actually in a hotel.
The first time I met him, I went to Macon, Georgia, when I was just a kid. I went there with Jane Brown and met Little Richard. I went to do some things with Jane Brown and meet Jane Brown. Jane Brown was a little bit younger than I, him and Little Richard both, but I went to meet Jane Brown. But when I met Little Richard, God, he turned my world around, man. He turned my world around. And I remember working a show with him 40 years later, and I came off I did the opening night for Little Richard in West. It was called East Point, Georgia.
Yeah.
That out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so when we came off the stage, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something before I start my show. Y'all look at me good." He said, "Stop that. You know how Little Richard goes." He said, "I want to tell you something." He kept saying, "I want to tell you something. The cutest two guys in this world in music business is myself and Bobby Rush." I could have fell on the floor because I thought he gonna talk about somebody else, not me. It's the cutest guy, cute now. Cutest guy in the world in the music business. Myself and kind of stalling people around, and Bobby Rush. Oh man, I could. Well, anyway, that's Little Richard for you.
Amazing, the architect. I mean, everybody
Yeah.
was like inspired from. We wouldn't have Beatles and Rolling Stones and all these
Oh,
other
God.
guys today. It's just really amazing. So you learned the harmonica. Was that your first instrument?
Yeah, it was a combination between that and the juice hall. The juice hall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, on the juice hall. But my first gig came from Hambone. My first gig was with
Sweet.
with the Rabbit Foot. And how this came by, myself, Elmo James, Bull Moose Jackson, a few other guys had did an audition in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I didn't want to do no audition in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, because I didn't want my dad, being a preacher, to know what I was trying to do. So I waited until the Rabbit Foot came to Port Gibson, Mississippi. And I got a guy that I knew had a truck to take me over there. I'm just a teenager. And I went to get this audition for this job, and myself and three of other guys, and Elmo James was one of them. So they went in to do the audition, and when they came back out, two white guys said, "Man, you guys did great, man. I'm gonna give you guys a call in a day or two." But when they walked away, the guy said to the other, "Man, did you hear that? Man, that sound like nothing. I didn't like that." But it just told the guy they like it. And the next guy came out. He said, "Man, you did a great job. You did a great job. We're going to give you a call in a day or two." When they walked away, man, he said, "Where did these guys come from? They can't play nothing." So I'm sitting in the corner with my guitar in my hand like it is now. I have 2 or 3 strings on it. And he said, "What are you doing here, fella?" And I looked around. "You talking to me?" He said, "That's my dog here barking." I said, "You talking to me?" He said, "Yeah, I'm talking to you." He said, "What you do?" I'm afraid to tell him I play guitar because he just turned down some of the greatest guitar players in the world. I said, "I do a lot of things." He said, "Hey, Tom, we got a little guy out here with the long hair talking about he can do anything and a lot of things." He said, "Who is that?" "I don't know his name. Come on out here." He came out and told me, I said, "What's your name, son?" I said, "Bobby." He said, "What you do?" I said, "A lot of things." He said, "I'm afraid to say I play guitar." So he looked at me, I had my guitar down like this here, and he said, "Show me what you can do." I said, he said, "You hide," and did the hambo. And they hired me for the hambo. And then I put a band together, Bobby Rush and the Four Jivers, with myself, Elmo James. I hired Elmo James. I didn't know who Elmo James was really. I just heard of him. But I got a chance to have Elmo James and Bobby Rush band. So I would like to start, and I worked with them all that, well, about 6 weeks, because you only could work during the cotton. It's called a harvest time. You only could work in the harvest time when the cotton, picking cotton or whatever. And after that was back down to working again.
Wow. You got the whole Delta blues. Yeah.
Oh, Elmo James, dust my broom.
Yeah, totally. Do you remember going into juke joints and did you have to put a mustache on to
Oh
try to?
God, yeah, man. I wasn't old enough to go down to Jitterbug in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, down to Jitterbug on 3rd Street. So I would take a big match, stretch the match, take about 4 or 5 of them, and blow them out real quick, so the soot would be on the match. So I would use that to paint my mustache with the soot off the match. And man, I go down, put my cap down on my head, kind of look down like this, then let the guy look at my face, and act like I was 21 years old. At that time, it was only you could be 18, get in the club.
Yeah, a lot easier back then. Nobody was checking.
18 years old, you was a grown man. But anyway, that's kind of like the start of Bobby Rush's life. From that time to this time, I've been recording for 6 to 8 years. I have this year, I recorded my 397 record.
Wow. What a catalog. That's just amazing. It's just the amount of work. Do you remember hearing your first single on the radio?
Yeah, it was a record that I did. Just let me be myself. But I did a couple of them before that time. But this one, just let me be myself, was kind of like the thing. I'm like 17 years old, 18, and I thought it was the best thing in the world because hey, if a dog don't wag his own tail, who will? You know?
Yeah, and that single "Someday" in
Yeah,
1964. That's
yeah.
just that was like the first. No, was that with Chess Records or was that somebody
Yeah,
before?
I recorded at Chess, but it was put out on a local label. But recorded at Chess. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just went on from there. Just the '60s. It's just like,
Ah,
oh, yeah, totally. What was it like traveling through? I mean, were you mainly in the South, or did you just traveled all over the world or the
oh,
country?
I traveled all over, but mainly in the South because that's why I moved to Jackson, Mississippi, back in the late '50s and the early late '50s up until 1970, close to it. I worked 80% of my show was in the South. What I did was I would leave in Chicago like on a Thursday, get to somewhere in the South on a Friday, and I play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I leave out on a Monday. I get back home on a Wednesday. I stay one day and I'm gone again. So that's one of the reasons I moved to the South because I could come to the South and I could go any place from Jackson, Mississippi, in a direction and go up 200 or 300 miles and be back home the same day. And I could be back home always on Monday morning and to be with my children Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Give me 4 days a week. I could be home with the family. It's a little easier for me like that.
What did you travel around? Did you have a band van or just regular?
Oh God, man! In a van, in a station wagon, looked like a dump. And oh man, God, we all kind of station wagon mostly at that time, station wagon because we had to eat in them, sleep in them, ride in them, and do everything in them. That was the house because we as black musicians couldn't hardly find a place to stay unless we got that early enough to find some lady who wants to put you up for a night. You know, if you like her real well, she like you real well, you might get 2 nights out of her, and so on. but
Wow.
but those are the times because we couldn't go to the hotel, we couldn't eat in the restaurant that the white eat in most of the time, and we have to just make do. A lot of time, the chitlin circuit was a place where we worked, but most of the time they would feed us for for what we work for. That's what we work for, the food and the place to stay, and hope we get a little tip. You know, you know.
Yeah.
I
Scrappy.
remember, I remember, I remember. I got in Argo, Illinois, back in 1951, 52, could have been 53, and I got this job. The man gave me $7 a night. I was able to have muddy waters in 54 for $5. I gave him $16.50 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Muddy water, $5.50 a night.
Wow. When did you get to meet BB King and get to see how he was working?
Oh God! First time I saw BB was in Memphis. I was on Beale Street, myself and Rufus Thomas, and we was playing on Beale Street, and I got so good dancing and playing with my harp and tapping and acting a clown, just making people laugh. I wanted to go next street over to Peabody. When I got on Peabody Street, which is the next street from Beale Street, the police stopped me and called me a whole lot of names and sent me back on Beale Street because at that time, black people couldn't go to Peabody. You had to stay on Beale Street. They would, no, no, you
Never
had
did.
to go back where you belong on Beale Street, which was a block over, block south of that.
Wow. Different world. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to remember our history because it must have been so tough getting around the southern US and to try to make a living and
Well,
cop.
everybody talk about the southern U.S., but I remember in 1951, 52, I wanted to go to Chicago so bad because I wanted to go because I had heard about the freedom that black men and women had as musicians, especially that we'd have a better life and a better opportunity. But I went in there and I went to suburb of Chicago, and the first gig, J.B. Lenoir introduced me to a guy in Blue Island where we played. It was a white club where we played behind a curtain where they wanted to hear our music, but they didn't want to see our face. So now I'm in Illinois, and I'm thinking, God, you mean to tell me that I just left the South? I didn't have to do this in Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama. But in Illinois, you never thought that would happen in Illinois. You know, not in Illinois.
Yeah, it didn't matter how north or south you went, or east or west. It was just
because I went there to have the freedom to do some things I didn't have the freedom thing to do in the South. But I found it that are worse.
Yeah, it could be.
PMS, pregnancy, menopause. Each stage of womanhood has its unique challenges. That's why Highlands Naturals' new women's multivitamins are formulated with essential daily nutrients, plus targeted support for your life stage. Facing PMS? There's a Highlands multi for that. Navigating pregnancy and morning sickness? That too. In the throes of menopause, our formula is here to support you through hot flashes and skin changes. Gone are the days of juggling multiple supplements or guessing what you might need. With Highlands Naturals, it's one multivitamin with daily essential nutrients and science-backed ingredients to support you. An all-in-one wellness solution to lighten the load for women? Highlands Naturals is here for it. Find your multi at Amazon or Highlands.com. That's HYLANDS.com. Highlands Naturals. We're here for it.
There's a little bit of magic in photographs. With a click of a button, we can capture a moment in time and keep it forever. At Rockbrook Camera, let their creative team help you transform these precious memories into unique holiday gifts to last a lifetime. Most people know Rockbrook Camera for their large selection of camera gear and expert photo advice, but they're also the area's best high-quality photo lab. Choose from a variety of gifts to personalize, such as their popular photo ornaments, high-quality canvas wraps, and photo mugs. With so many gift options ready to be personalized, it's easy to share a story, a moment, or a memory that's made to delight friends, family, or even yourself. Send joy through the mailbox with Rockbrook Camera's thoughtfully designed photo greeting cards, ready to pick up in 48 hours or less. Start creating today with help from Rockbrook Camera's friendly staff in-store or online in the convenience of your home. Visit Rockbrook Camera today, 1 block south of 168th and West Center in Omaha, 70th and Pioneers in Lincoln, or online at rockbrookcamera.com.
Brutal in the north. They had a lot of problems. I know New York, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Boston. Yeah. God, it's all over. But since we're talking about that, since a lot of things have changed, but most of the things have changed, remain the same. I know it's people think a little bit different from they thought then, but since this virus have got all of us down, I think we all going to learn something that we didn't know before. And first thing is that we ought to live together. And we have to have love for each other, because regardless of our gender, colors of our skins, or what we do for a living, we know a lot of things is wrong, but we got to find a way to correct the thing that's wrong and try to make it as right as possible. Because we all got to live and die in this world together, and we might well to face the fact. I was talking to a gentleman this morning about. He would talk about the police brutality and everything. And I want to set the record straight with that. As far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of good police, black and white. But you got a few bad guys, spoiled the barrel for a lot of us. But I want to let you know now that everybody ain't bad. Every white cop, every black police, whatever, they're not bad. Just a few bad guys make all of us look bad. And our knee been on my head for 86 years for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just got to find a way to mold out of this thing, and I hope we all learn from it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I hope we do learn something out of this,
Yeah,
and I hope we get out of this soon. It's just,
yeah.
but being in lockdown, we're learning a lot about ourselves, and you're able to write
That's
a whole record.
now you said it. I learned so much about Bobby Rush. Oh God, I learned so much about me, man. You know, I learned what I did like, what I don't like, what I could do, what I can't do. So now I'm striving now. When this is all over, it's starting out. I'm gonna do everything I can do because do everything all the things I think I can't do. That's what I'm gonna strive at. Because what you can do will take care of itself. I'm gonna work hard on the things that I cannot do. Because what you can do, it'll take care of itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that true? So some of your big hits, like to hear a little snippet of some of your more well-known ones. Obviously, everybody asks you about Chicken Heads.
Oh yeah.
That's the one that make you start off with, right?
Alvin Carter was a guy who had the DJ records in Chicago. Jimmy Reed was his top black artist at the time, Jerry Butler, and many other guys. The Beatles came later. But I had this record. He said, I've been knowing Calvin Carter for, at least for 20 years when he came to me. He said, Bobby Rush, I've been wanting to record you for years, man. What you have? I said, I have this one song, man. He said, what's the name of it? Leo Oster was his business partner, was a Jehovah's Witness preacher. He said, what is it? I said, Chick Head. He looked around, Chick Head? You mean Chick Head? Where you from, boy? I said, I'm from down south. I didn't tell him Louisiana, Arkansas, nothing. I said, I'm down south. He said, oh yeah, they eat chicken heads down south. I wasn't talking about it. He said, how'd the song go? I said, Daddy told me on his dying bed, give up your heart, but don't you lose your head. You came along, girl. What did I do? I lost my heart and my head went too, which had nothing to do with the chicken. He said, but I got that. We're going to record that, but we need a B-side. I said, I got a B-side. What's the name of it? I said, Mary Jane. He said, oh, yeah, I had a girl to do me wrong. The name was Mary Jane. Let's do that. I wasn't talking about a woman at all. I was talking about a reaper, smoking, So I had two guys, didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So I just said, okay, do it. So the guy told me, sit down, Bobby, tell me how I go. And I did this like this. Daddy told me on the dime bed. He said, give up your heart, but don't lose your head. You came along, what did I do? I lost my heart and my head too. Lord have mercy. Little girl, you sure can cook. Little girl, I like the way you look. When you cook that chicken, save me the head. Should be working, but I'm home in bed. Thinking about it. Dreaming about it. Love that girl. But I love them chicken heads too. Without your love, girl, I just can't go on. Feeling I have for you is much too strong. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. See, my dad told me when I was young, he said, son, when you grow up, please be a good man. See, my mama used to tell me the same old thing. But look at here. I don't care what my mama told me. Don't care what my daddy said. I'm 21 years old and better. I'm gonna hunt down me some chicken head, because I'm the head man. Without your love, girl, I just can't go on. Feeling I have for years, much too strong. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in on me. Let me in. See, my daddy was a preacher. And this kind of thing my daddy made when he was young. My first cousin gave me a guitar, and I hid it in the loft in old barn. One day my daddy said, boy, bring that guitar here. I didn't know my daddy knew I had a guitar, but I found out your mother and daddy knew everything. I brought the guitar down, and he tuned it up. That's what his lick come from. He started playing like this. Just came out the cotton field picking cotton. Had his overalls on with no shirt on. And my mom was in the kitchen cooking. He said, boy, bring me that guitar here. Let me sing a song I used to sing when I was a little older than you. Well, being my daddy, being a preacher, I thought he was going to sing, glory, glory, hallelujah, when I laid my burden down. I used to sing about my mama, but he didn't sing about my mama, and didn't sing no gospel song. He said, me and my gal went to Chinky hunting. She fell down, and I saw something. I said, Daddy, my daddy being a preacher now. I said, sing it again, Daddy. My mom was in the kitchen cooking. She looked over and she said, me don't sing that kind of song to that boy. But he kept playing. He said, me and my gal went to Chinky hunting. She fell down, I saw something. I said, Daddy, sing it again. And what I wanted my daddy to do is sing the second verse. Now the first verse, I know she fell down. He saw something. I figured in the next verse, he gonna tell me what he saw. Now I want to get to that part. I said, sing it again, Daddy. He said, me, my gal, went to Chinky hunting. By that time, my mama was walking up. I stopped. I said, Daddy. I said, what she had on? He said, nothing but a dress. I said, how big was she? Oh, 350 pounds, boy. Now, I know she didn't have nothing on but a dress. And 350 pounds. Wow, man. I could just see that right now. I said, sing it again. my daddy looked at me. He probably was laughing. He said, man, my mama was tipping up behind it. My mama said, let him know he was back. My daddy acted like he didn't see my mama. He looked around at me and said, me, my dad went to Chinky hunting. She fell down, and I kept running. So I don't know what the song would have been. My mama broke it up, and I blame my mama for that. I sure would like to know what my daddy saw. But anyway, that's why daddy did that. My daddy did that to me. My daddy was a preacher. He never told me to sing the blues, but he never told me not to.
That's why you want to change that.
Yeah. My daddy was a harmonica player, and a guitar player. That was a guy called Mr. Tooch. He lived in Arkansas. He used to tell me a story about Mississippi before I came to work for the Rabbit Book. And the little song he used to tell me about was like this. Did y'all hear about the burning? Happened way down in Mississippi town. Did y'all hear about the burning? Happened way down in Mississippi town. They were decorating a nightclub one night. They tell me they burnt the whole doggone town down. Muddy water was down. BB King played that tune. Jimmy Reed played that. Old Lightning Hawkins played that too. Did you hear about the money? doggone town down. Coco Taylor played there. Ray Charles too. Lord Bo Diddley played there. Oh Lord, I wish it was me and you. They were decorating a nightclub one night. Oh, they brought the whole doggone town down. Did you hear about the burning? Happened way down in Mississippi town. Oh Lord, did you hear about the burning? Happened way down in that Mississippi town. You know, they were decorating a nightclub one night. They're tearing a bunch of whole doggone town down.
Sweet. Sweet. That's good stuff. That really is. Yeah, Chicken
You know-
Heads was used in Ballers on HBO. Was that used in other places? And then you also had your brush with TV, My Name is Dolomite. How was that?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Eddie Murphy starting that, oh God, and many other big guys was on that. Oh, I just had so much fun with that, and I was nervous about it because I wanted to be good, and I told her, one of the producers, I said, when Eddie Murphy get here, man, I know Eddie. I had met him a couple of times before that time, or saw him at least. Didn't get to really talk to him. I said, when you get here, man, please, if you just have a moment. That's the way you just let me speak to him and shake his hand, have a little talk with him. Eddie Murphy come in while I was doing my set, quite naturally, he's a superstar now, and stopped the whole set to talk to me. He walked in and said, hold up, and get, oh God. I never will forget that. And
Yeah.
he knew more about me than I did about myself. I didn't know Eddie Murphy know about Bobby Rush. You know, I'm just a little peanut, you know.
That's amazing. What a treat.
He's a wonderful gentleman. Treated me so nice, you know.
That's just amazing. So you moved back to Jackson. How long have you been in Jackson now?
I moved back in 84, last 83, 84. Yeah.
And you recorded something around then, and
Oh yeah.
critics really liked it.
I come in, I recorded Sue and Night Fish and all that stuff like that, you know, and I kind of changed. I didn't change what I was doing. I tried to adapt with commercially TV stuff and radio stuff at the time, because we had to program a record, we had to Johnny Taylor out, you had to.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Tyrone Davis, you know, when first the black radio, you had James Brown, you had Bill Withers and all these guys. And I come up with this record, Chicken Head, and I had the #1 record. James Brown had the #2 record. Bill Withers had #3. I beat all of them out. But yeah. But that's I'm just so thankful and so blessed. Now, I had a lot of ballads in my life and ups and downs. But every time I have one of these valleys, somebody or something come along, God just put something in my past to lift me up. Yesterday, I was just telling my grandson, I was getting out the boat in the old bit. In the day, doing this interview with you, that's an uplift for me. This really is. It's an uplift, you know?
Nice. Nice.
You know?
Very nice. Yeah. It's just how did you pick up the guitar though? I mean, did you just play with the chords? Did somebody actually teach you? How is that when you like get a new instrument? Do you play with the piano at all or anything like that? Or it's just been
I play several instruments and I play a little keyboard, but I'm a frontly bass player and guitar player and harp player and juice harp and I play around with a lot of little things and give me some upper hand. I taught myself, but after I got older, I did go to school to get some chord structure and things like that. But I kind of taught myself by listening, and I listen pretty well. I have a pretty good ear for the things should be done, you know. I'm pretty truthful with myself, even when I write. I said pretty truthful because everything I write about ain't so true. I wrote this song, but I wasn't gonna sleep with a fat woman no more. I lied about that.
you got to write what you know, right? Or at least try to write what you know.
You know, I'm gonna put something up. Got to listen to this. I'm broke and disgusted, lonely hearted too. Lord, I'm broke and disgusted, and I'm lonely, broken hearted too. I want you to let me in your house, little girl, so Barbara Rush can have a little talk with you. If I can't come in, let me sit down here by your door. If I can't come in, just let me sit down here by your door. I'll leave so early in the morning, your real man will never know. If I can't be a full-time lover, let me be a part-time man. If I can't be a full-time lover, oh, let me be your part-time man. If I can't see you when I want to, girl, let me see you when I can. If I can't be your big dog, let me be a little dog till your big dog come home. If I can't be a big dog, let me be a little dog till your big dog come home. And I will show you, little girl, how a little dog can be reborn.
Amazing. Yeah, it's just there's so much history with the blues.
Yeah.
You were in a couple of documentaries.
Yeah.
Couple of them. I really like how they interweave and they tell the whole history of it. It's been around for ages, and you were in the right area.
Yeah, you're right. As John said, the right place at the right time.
Oh, totally is. Yeah. Did you ever think you'd make a career in music when you were just so young? It's just like it must be amazing, like looking back on it, saying, how did I even get here? It's just
Oh God, I said it all the time. I'm glad you mentioned it. I said it all the time. How did I ever get here? How did I do that? I'm up now. I'm going up on Monday. They done for the museum, Cleveland, Mississippi, and Cleveland, Ohio. They're giving me the Crossroad Award. I think they created that. I don't know what happened, but anyway, they giving me this award. They think I'm the best thing since bubblegum, I suppose. I'm just flattered and just loving it to death, man. Just appreciating it, you know. And somebody asked me, he said, they often ask me, said, Bobby Royce, so why do you sing the blues? Is it because your woman left you? Yes.
who hasn't gone through that?
But, but you can also have the blues if they stay too long. Let
True
me
too.
demonstrate this to you. Have you ever been mistreated by someone you shouldn't have loved? Have you ever been mistreated by someone you shouldn't have loved? Out of all the men my woman could have left me for, she left me for the garbage man. No matter how bad she treated me, still can't get the love out my mind. No matter how bad she treated me, still can't get it out my mind. Every time I see a garbage can, I think about her and the garbage man all the time. If I ever get my woman to come back home, I'm gonna buy myself a garbage truck. If I ever get my woman to come back home, I'm gonna buy myself a garbage truck. And when my garbage can get full, I'm gonna take it and dump it way, way out in the woods. That's the blues for you.
Kind of a harmonica is that? Is there a certain brand you like? The type of harmonica?
That's a Lee Oscar. That's a Lee Oscar. I love his harp, and he's a good friend, and have a good harp, and they plays good and real soft. Sometimes they don't play as long as the other, but I got so many of them, so it don't make no difference. If they wear out, just pick up another and keep going. You know. Sometimes a note kind of spring a little bit, but they're a very good harp, and he's a good friend, and I use them because of they're good, and he's good to me. The harp is a great harp.
A guy named Little Walter used to play harmonica. That was.
Oh, yeah, Little Walter at that time when I went to Chicago, he was there a few years before I came. I lived at 1221 Troy Street. He lived at 1223 Albany, which is a two-street, is just one street over. I walk out of my back door, his back door. It's just a zigzag from me, just two houses apart. And I saw him on a daily basis from when we was young men and what have you, you know. Great harmonica player, you know, great harmonica. Great thief. When I said thief, you know, Walter would tell me sometimes, hey, Blood, I bet you can't do this. He would take his harp sometimes. I said, I can do that and do something different. And the next 2 weeks, you hear on what it was a record.
Wild.
But and he could play, and he could play. He could steal lines and licks. Hey, that's what harp players do, man. Harp is very limited to chord structures you can do on a harp, but Walter was a guy who could do a lot of things with a harp, man. He played like a saxophone.
Oh, he played. Yeah, it's amazing how the breath control and how you could maneuver that. Yeah.
Walter and Sonny Ball was, and Walter was a guy.
Yeah.
Walter. One of them kind of guys.
Got their styles. Yeah.
Everybody got their style, and
Yeah.
Sonny Boy. I guess you may not know anything about a Junior Parker, but he was a harp player. But I really like the way he played his harp. He didn't say that much with him, but it made such a statement, whatever he did. Not no whole lot of wrong, but whatever he did made a lot of statement. Junior Parker. Train I ride, 60 cold along. Train I ride, 60 cold along. That long black train took my baby away from home. It was early one morning, I heard the rooster crow for day. It was early one morning, I heard the rooster when it crowed for day. I looked out my window, watched my baby when she walked away. I know she heard me call. She looked back at me and waved her hand. I know she heard me call her. She looked back at me and waved her hand. I heard her mother say, Papa Ray, oh, you know you's a no good man. Train all right, 16 comes along. Train all right, 16 comes along. You know that long back train took my baby away from home. Oh, Junior Parker.
Good stuff. Wow. Really good stuff. Are you miss playing live? Everybody does. Where were you playing all the way up to the lockdown? Were you coming here to Atlanta?
I played all the way up to February the 29th. February 29th. But now I'm hoping to get back to playing. I'm hoping that I want to do a lot of acoustic stuff like I'm doing now, because I just want to do some things by myself now. I want to. My woman just like a dresser. Somebody always running in the draw. My woman just like a dresser.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Somebody always babbling in the draw. Get to the place lately. I can't put no trust in my woman at all. I've been knocking at your door, baby, but you won't let me in. I've been knocking on your door, but baby, you won't let me in. I hear somebody breathing inside, and it don't seem like it's the wind. I've been knocking on your door all night. Ain't nobody coming in, ain't nobody coming out. I've been knocking on your door, baby. Baby, won't you let me in? Ain't nobody coming out, and you ain't letting nobody in. Get back. Let's get back. Let's get love back where it was. Get back. Get back. Let's get love back where it was. I don't know what happened. What went wrong? All I know, our love is gone. We used to have so much love, walking around holding hands, like a choo-choo train on track. Gotta find a way to get love back. I don't know what happened. What went wrong? All I know, our love is gone. Get back. Let's get back. Let's get love back where it was. Get back. Get back. Let's get back where it was. I don't know what happened. What went wrong? All I know, love is gone.
Excellent. Oh my God. You have a guitar preference? Do you have a collection of guitars?
Yeah, well, I have a lot of guitars. I must have, God, it's crazy. I must have 50 or 75 guitars. Don't play but one or two of them. You know how you, yeah.
Makes you
And
feel
I found the one I like here. I've been had this guitar here. I know I've been had this guitar for at least 35 years.
yeah, just kind of, yeah, like Lucy.
You find what you want and what feels good. Sometimes they don't look as good, but but it feels good.
Yeah, it's good comfort feeling.
Good comfort,
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, but to have more toys, the one who.
Yeah. That's it. More toys, more toys, And I just, and I think about my dad and he had a guitar. Didn't look like this. Was old Silvertone. Was old Silvertone. And I guess about the second song that I learned to play was like this. Swing low, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing low, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing low. I looked over Jordan. What did I see? A band of angels coming after me. That's why I said, swing low, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing low, oh Lord, stop and let me ride. If I could, I surely would. If I could, I surely would. I was stand on the rock. Stand on the rock where Moses stood. If I had my way, I would tear this whole building down. If I had my way, I would tear this whole building down, yeah. And I would move to the other side of the town. How long? Somebody tell me how long, how long? How long? Somebody tell me how long, how long? If you confused, talk about my 40 acres and my mule. Granddaddy died waiting. Grandmama died waiting too. Martin Luther King died waiting. Tell me what about me and you? If you confused, talk about my 40 acres and my mule. Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I get too old. Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I get too old. Would you take me in? Would you just throw me outdoors? How long? Somebody tell me how long, how long? If you still confused, I'm talking about my 40 acres and my mule.
Right, it's awesome. It's just making Friday nights, at home.
Hey,
much better. Yeah.
You at home?
Yeah.
Let me say to you, it's been a great time talking to you because just looking at you and talking to you, that let me know that we shouldn't give up because you give me hope just looking at you.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you're doing and what you plan to do, because what you say and do with me is what people perceive me to be. So thank you.
Absolutely.
From the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm here to do all I can do while I can.
Yeah.
When it comes to times I can't do, I won't regret what I did not do. So thank you.
Yep. You're most welcome. This is incredibly entertaining. One song.
We didn't do them to talk. I don't know when people want to hear us talk like this. I know we play a little music, but talk about it.
People who love music. That's it. It's just like, how does this all come together? What else is out there? Maybe people could stumble on the blues, who just wouldn't have done it if we weren't locked down. So
that's right.
That's interesting.
That's right. You're so right, because I think this album I have out now, because Raw than Raw, I just don't know whether it would have caught on like it's catching on that if people hadn't been home to see it and to watch it and to have time to meditate on it and what have you. It's something that's happened, and it's all good, because I'm not talking about good because we home. Since we're home, it's good that I can give them something that they can latch on to and something to hold on to. My life.
All in it together. We're creating at home.
That's right.
And that's beautiful. Even though we're finding a way, it's a human spirit. We're finding a way to somehow, navigate this, and hopefully there's light through the trees.
I say that all the time to my family and my kids and what have you. I don't know when and how, but we as America, we're going to find a way. We're going to find a way, and when we find a way, let's learn from it and do better. We'll find a way.
Yeah.
It's nobody's. It's not a. We can't put our hands on who did what or why we in this shape we in. But I know one thing, that God's the controller of it all. He got a hedge around all of us, and if we trust in that, we'll get up around this hedge in a minute.
Yeah. All we can do is our very best. It really is. Well, it has been a fantastic evening. I really enjoyed your album, "Sit on Top of the Blues." It's been really amazing. I'm also jealous that you got to Dan Aykroyd. He's one of my.
I tried to call him a couple of days ago. I'm gonna get him the next couple of days. Yeah, he's been my friend for many, many years. He loved the blues. He loved what I do. I love what he do. God, what an honor to have a guy like that as your friend. And I got you as my friend.
Oh yeah, anytime you're in the ATL, I'm here. You play in Virginia Highlands, anywhere like that, I'm here. I'm ready to catch an evening of that. Yeah, right. I saw Dan Aykroyd. He came here for the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
He was in the Blues Brothers outfit. He was walking down the street in character into a restaurant. My favorite.
He just a down to earth kind of a guy.
Yeah.
He don't let fame and fortune thing to take him another direction. He's just a down to earth guy. Good guy. I just love him to death, man.
Yeah.
Always with Bobby Rush. I just appreciate you, man. Well, again, I thank you for having me on. I hope that we said or did something that someone be enlightened what we do, and hope we help someone cross the bridge and that you probably would never cross if we hadn't did this. I just hope we did some good somewhere in the neighborhood.
Let's hope so. Get this out. I appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much. And you be safe and stay well. And all our friends and fans out there, y'all stay well. Wash your hand. Keep your mask on. I say that because I got 2 or 3 masks in my pocket. You don't see me with them on there because nobody's in this house but me. I'm alone in my house, and so, and my dog. I got my dog back there. You heard him barking a minute ago. That's me and the dog named Bo. I got to tell you, I'm gonna talk a little story to you. I believe. in a little shack down by the bay, not far from New Orleans. There was a pretty little girl down there I met when I was 19. She went and told her daddy she wanted to marry me, and the look on her daddy's face really was a sight to see. He said, "Get out of here with you, and don't you come back no more." We sneaked down to get married, and the judge said, "Do you solemnly swear to take this woman for your lawful wife and not a one-night love affair?" Before I could open my mouth to say I do, guess who walked through the door? Dad, Mom, Big Brother John, the dog named Bo, saying, "Get out of here with you, and don't you come back no more." Well, I thought right then if I wanted to get married to the woman, I had to find a way to elope. We decided to go to Las Vegas to get away from my nose of folk. Soon as I got to Las Vegas, the same day I walked in, there were all her kin, all her friends, a doggone dog again. Dog named Bo.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man.
Take care.
Take care. I love you.
Love you too.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Baker's, fresh for everyone.